Very talented young man, he said me to say that. Mr. Zack Godden. Thank you.
Oh, come on.
I hear that train a-comin', and it's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. Well, when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in their fancy dining carts. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can be free. But those people keep on moving, that's what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison and that railroad train was mine, bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Feeling unknown when you're all alone, fleshing for the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Feeling unknown when you're all alone, flushing for the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer.
Oh, this is gonna be mad later.
I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
Yay!
Thank you.
Go on, Shelley.
Two.
Get
This
up
one's
there.
for Shelley from Crawley Happy Times.
Yay!
It's her favourite Johnny Cash song.
Hey, freedom.
Where is this from? Come on out.
Well, my dad left home when I was 3 and he didn't leave much for Ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Well, I don't blame him cause he run ahead, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, when he named Miss Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke and it got a laugh from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I get red, and some guy laugh and I bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean, and my fists got hard and my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town and hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars, kill that man, give me that awful name. Well, it was Captain Bergen in July, and I just hit down and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew on an old saloon of a street of mud. There at the table, dealing stud, said the dirty mangy dog that named Miss Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from the worn out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and laughed and I said, my name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die. So I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging the mud and the blood and the beer. I'll tell ya, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He giggled like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. I know I wouldn't be there to help you along, so I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's a name that's helped to make you strong. He said, now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right. Kill me now and I wouldn't blame you if you do, but you ought to thank me before I die for that gravel in the guts, spit in the eye, cause I'm that son of a gun that named you Sue. I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him my car and he called me his son. Come away with a different point of view, and I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. Well, if I ever have a son, I think I'll name him, well, Bill or George, anything but Sue. I still hate that name. Thank you. Rockin' rhythm, make you feel so fine. Shake all your trouble from your mind and get rhythm. When you get the blues, a little shine boy, he never can slow down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet on a windy corner of a dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shine my shoes how to keep from getting the blues. Grinning as he raised his little head, he popped the shoe shine red. Then he said, I get a rhythm. you get the blues, come on and get rhythm. When you get the blues, well, jump in with the make it this old fighting, shake all your trouble from your worry mind and get rhythm. When you get the blues, I said get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on and get rhythm. When you get the blues, we'll jump in with a make it this old fighting, shake all your trouble from your worry mind and get rhythm. When you get the blues, I sat and I listened to that shoe shine boy, and I thought I was gonna jump with joy. Slapped on the sheep polish, left and right, he took the shoe shine rag, then he held it tight. He saw once to wipe the sweat away. I said, your mother, little brother, they were working that away. Said, I like it with a big wide grin. Kept on popping, then he said, I didn't get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on and get a rhythm. When you get the blues, we'll rock and rhythm, make it this old honey, shake all your trouble from your worry mind and get a rhythm. When you get the blues,